Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to HEDM Morning Devotion. My name is Jewel, and today we're going to speak on the topic jealousy. So I like to always give a little bit of definition so people can at least understand what it means if they don't know what it means. So jealousy is feeling or showing envy of someone, or feeling or showing envy of their achievements and advantages. So, disclaimer, everyone gets jealous. Everyone gets jealous, or at one point in their life got jealous before. But the thing is, so what you do with the jealousy, that's as important. So when you act on the jealousy, that's when the problem comes. Or how do you deal with your jealousy? Because everybody gets jealous. Believe it or not, everybody gets jealous. Even God, our almighty God, gets jealous. He literally said, I am a jealous God. He tells people, you should have no other God before me because I'm a jealous God. Why do you think he say that? Because if he gets jealous, don't you think we could get jealous too? So don't think that you're not in the bracket of jealousy because what you quote as jealousy, and you don't align it with your life. But everybody at one point or has experienced jealousy, or still going through jealousy. But I'm gonna list a couple of things that people get jealous about. So first I want to say that jealousy is mental. So it starts with a head. So it starts with a thought process. So you think of a thought, and some people will act on it or some people don't. Jealousy can come from a place of insecurity. So most people that's jealous are usually insecure about themselves, or don't feel much about themselves, and they portray it onto others. So if you think of, for example, if you think of a baby, right? I'm gonna go back to show you why jealousy is mental. If you think of a little baby, right? Imagine you have a baby cousin, and every day you see this baby cousin, you always want to show this baby cousin love. You want to hug the baby cousin, and the baby only pushing you away because they want to do their own thing, or they don't want to show you love, but you only want to show them love. But as soon as another baby come in the picture, and you start hugging and loving up that baby, and you showing that baby love, guess what? That baby cousin come running towards you and start kissing you and giving you hugs because they jealous of the other baby getting all the attention that they once was getting. But it's so funny because they rejected that. The baby, it rejected the he first originally didn't want the love, but because he seen somebody else doing it, they want to run and come do it. Jealousy. So jealousy could also be a person that's jealous could basically make a simple thing a big deal. So for example, you hanging out, let's say you have a three-way friendship or whatever, and you home in your house, and your two other friends went to the movies, and then you find out about it. Now you're upset, oh, they went to the movies without me. I didn't get invited, and you're all in the state where you're jealous and upset and angry and feel hurt because they didn't invite you. And sometimes it could just be something simple, they didn't invite you because you was at work, or they didn't invite you because they went to go see a movie that you hate, and they know you was not going to come, so they decided not to invite you. As much as it would be nice to get the invite, it's really not that serious. Sometimes we take something and we go beyond what it's supposed to be. It's just simple. A person that's jealous, they compliment you, but it's not sincere. So for example, you just got a new job, and they're oh, you telling everybody, oh, I got a new job, I'm making millions of dollars, and they're oh, congratulations, I know you could do it. But secretly in the back of their head, they I wish that was me, or secret in the back of their head, like they compliment wasn't sincere, like they didn't really care. They just did it just because, like it's just a thing to do. Like I'm just compliment them, just because. I'll be the first one knowing you don't really care, Also, a jealous person, they call it like a mind reader. Like they try to predict things that's probably not even true. Like they try to read other people's minds for them. For example, like let's say you have a sibling and the sibling is in the house with you living together, and the sibling always expresses to you, "Oh, mom likes you more. Mom likes you more. She don't really like me that much, but she like you more. She show you this. She do this for you. She do that for you." That's like a mind reader, because how do you know mom likes you more? What if secretly mom likes the other child more, but the child is more standoffish and don't really care as much, or don't show more love like the other child would, and that's the reason why the child that show love gets more attention. But you so wanna read in the mind like, oh, mom likes you more, because you're predestinating their thought, and because of that, they will show like behaviors that like they don't care, or they will show behaviors like, just ask mom, like she got you because she likes you more, and that is not okay. Also, a person that is jealous, they study your life. They study your life, and sometimes they imitate you. They want to do what you do or what you have, or they just like everything that you do. They right behind you, and they trying to do stuff, and that's just, it gets annoying, because it's like you do something, all of a sudden they want to do it. You do this, all of a sudden they want to do it. That's a secretly jealousy. Person that's jealous, they could be passive aggressive. They kind of passive aggressive comments. Like for example, like if you have a best friend that introduced you to their friend, all of a sudden you're like, oh, nice to meet you, but you don't really care. You're like, who's this girl? Like you automatically get jealous because you're like, who's this girl? Like, why is she here? That's not your friend. I'm your only friend. People that's jealous, they deliberately give you bad advice, or they celebrate your failures. So like they will tell you, oh yeah, you should go do that thing, and as soon as you do the thing, knowing that you can't do it, and you fail, they like secretly happy, or they laughing like, you see, she went to go fishing, and she can't fish, or she try to go on a vacation, and she don't got no money, and now she's broke and she's struggling, ha ha ha, and they laughing at you. That's jealousy, and that's not a person you want to be around. Sometimes people that's jealous will criticize you, and they don't even have no reasons why they criticize you. They just criticize you just to criticize you, and there's no solid reason. It's like, I don't like your attitude. Why? I just don't. Why? Give me a reason why you're jealous. A jealous person, they sometimes want to bring you down so they could make themselves feel superior, or they rise up. So like when a person is jealous, and they'll just like talk down on you just so that they could make themselves feel good, and make themselves look good. And that's just, unfortunately, that's how things are. I have a couple more. Stay with me. Okay. A person that is jealous of you, they want to devalue your achievements. They play it down. Like everybody could do that. Like let's say for example, you like a good track runner, and you could run a 400-mile in like 10 minutes. They'll be like, oh, that's nothing. That's not even that fast. Like they just downplaying everything. They downplaying your achievements. Like that's not instead of celebrating with you as a friend, they downplaying like, oh, anybody could do that. That's nothing. They jealous. They sometimes jealousy is a person that just don't like you for no reason. Like you ever like honestly in the past, like let's say you have like a person that's like really really popular, and they pretty and they good looking, and you just like automatically hate them because you're like, why they get all this attention? Like look at them, they're not even all that. Jealousy. I've been there and I've done that. I could own up to it. Like, I seen somebody and I was like, I secretly want to be their friend because they look popular and cool. But then I'm like downplaying. Was like, they're not even all that. Like, I don't like them. Like, I don't care. I don't care about them. But secretly, you want to be their friend. You know, a person that's jealous, they compete. That you so what you can do, like whatever you could do, they feel like they could do better, or they just compete with you. You buy a car, they want to buy a car, and they want to buy a better car to show off, and they want to exaggerate they achievements, like exaggerate and saying like, well, look at my car, I got this, I got lights in my car is a push to start. Like, you know, they exaggerate things so they could just downplay what you've been doing. You know, they just want to be they want to be better with you. Alright, I'm almost done. Okay. A person, for example, a person that's jealous, they will also sabotage you. Like the story with the Cain and Abel, when Cain basically was jealous of his brother Abel, and he was so jealous that he decided that he wanted to sabotage him by killing him. And honestly, they both were blessed. It's like, why are you trying to sabotage your own brother? That y'all both had the same opportunity to do the same thing, was to give the offering to God. You choose to be half-assed, while he chooses to give it his all, and now you're jealous of him because he's getting blessed. And it's like, you could have been in that position too, but you're so jealous and so caught up on him, and then you're so mad because he getting praise, you decide to kill him. That's a terrible jealousy. People just gonna hate you because you're blessed. Like, sometimes, like, that comes with jealousy. Like, people that are jealous, they're just gonna hate you because you're blessed. You're blessed, and then they just hate being around you, or they just devalue everything that you're doing. You know, jealousy is not about the person that they jealous about. Jealousy comes with you. Jealousy is not with the other person, but it's with you. It's a personal experience. The person sometimes didn't even do anything at all to you, but because you have a personal emotion and a personal feeling, you're deflecting it on the person, and you're making it seem like it's the person, and the person is this, and this is why. No, it's you. You's the one with the problem, not the person. You know, in order to overcome jealousy, first you want to acknowledge it. Acknowledge that you're jealous, because a lot of us times we don't want to acknowledge that we are jealous of people. So first you want to acknowledge that you're jealous. You want to spot out, okay, when my boyfriend talked to that girl, I ain't gonna lie, I'm jealous. I feel jealous, right? And then after you acknowledge that you're jealous, you could communicate that you're jealous. You express yourself. So you tell your boyfriend, hey, you was talking to that girl, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little jealous because the way how she was like laughing and giggling, like I didn't like that. Now the final step is, what are you gonna do to resolve that jealousy situation? Obviously you don't want to fight the girl or be rude and disrespectful or do any of the things that I listed above. You want to acknowledge that you're jealous and just talk. What I like to do is just talk to yourself. Be like, you know, you're jealous, Jewel. It's really not a big deal. You know, just ignore it. You know, just ignore it. Not ignore it, but just try to think from the other person's perspective. It's like, they're not trying to do nothing with that person. That's the person that's just laughing. They're not really doing anything. Like, just relax, calm down, and like try to just get over it. Like, don't think nothing crazy, and know that this guy is yours and nobody else. So stop tripping, you know. And one last thought is how to deal with a jealous person. So when you have a jealous person in your life towards you, you want to be aware of it, obviously. You want to know that, okay, this person is jealous of me, okay. And then you could just ignore it, or don't take offense on the things that they do, because remember, it's a personal experience. It's their personal experience. It's nothing with you. It's their personal mind thought and their personal mental state. Or you could just simply stay away, just avoid them. If it's affecting you and you don't know how to deal with it, avoid them, walk away, and just leave it as that. But yes, thank you so much. I just want to thank God that we all tap into our lives, tap into our spirituality, tap into and knowing our personality. I pray that we're able to identify ourselves and learn the type of person that we are. We own up to the type of people that we are. And when we have bad behaviors and bad conflicts and bad habits, I pray that we actively work on our behaviors and actively work on our conflicts and our situations. God, I pray that you strengthen each and every one of us. Help us not to be jealous, or if we do get jealous, help us not to act on our jealousy. Help us to be able to cope with our jealousy, and help us to be sane, and help us to be good. I pray for all the viewers this time of hour. I pray that you keep them and you cover them and you strengthen them and you continue to make them grow and be better people for themselves and not for nobody else. And I encourage them, God, that they're able to learn their behaviors and learn their ways and the ins and the outs, so they can be actively a better person, not only for themselves but for others also. And guys, thank you for listening. It was very long, but I just want to thank you guys for listening, and stay tuned for tomorrow's devotion. Goodbye.